hear me now? I want you to know I hear you. A lot of my colleagues hear you. I represent the North Country. I represent more facilities than any other legislator in Albany. I've got Clinton, I've got Altona, I've got Bear Hill, I got Franklin, I got Upstate, I got Adirondack, I got Washington. 4 years ago when I started, I had Great Meadow, I had Washington, I had Clinton Annex, and I had Mariah Shock. I've seen what Governor Hochul and my colleagues on the other side of the aisle have done to prisons, have done to law enforcement. I debated against the HALT Act on the Senate floor during COVID. I called out the craziness of it then. I voted against it. And when that passed, I wrote the bill that would repeal HALT. Yeah! I have been pushing to repeal HALT since it went into place, and I will continue to push that. Since then, I've seen the degradation of everything that's gone on inside our facilities. I've seen people get stuck 24, 36 hours. I've met with guys with broken eye sockets. I've met with people that have been out of work and may never go back to work inside again because of the injuries they suffered. Staff and officer safety is inmate safety. If I get my colleagues on the other side of the aisle to get that through their head, I think we'd be getting some progress here. So I went to Upstate Correctional late January right after 25 of my constituents went to the emergency room for an exposure to some contraband, and they still haven't figured out what it is. And I can tell you this, I saw the body scanners collecting dust in all 7 facilities that I visited the last couple weeks. The 2023 budget included language that made those optional. That is the most asinine thing I can ever imagine putting in the law, but they did it.
That's right.
Anybody here wants to get on an airplane, you're going to go through TSA, and you're going to get body scanned, or you're not getting on that airplane.
Yeah.
Why would you not scan people to make sure that contraband isn't going in? So I wrote a bill, and that bill's out there. But I also have been hearing about what a joke that the secure party vendor is, where anyone with a Walmart box or an Amazon box or anyone with $500 and knows an attorney to create an LLC can sell Joe's special mangoes. You can only get special mangoes from Joe, and he can mail them in. That is not a secure vendor program. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. All we got to do is look at a dozen other states that have figured this out. This isn't brain surgery. If people in that building took your safety seriously, they would have a good secure vendor program, they would have mandatory body scanners, and they would gut HALT.
Yeah! Yeah!
So I'll continue that fight. I will continue to listen to you. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate the work and the sacrifices that you and your families have been doing for the state of New York and all of our friends and neighbors for years. You have difficult jobs. You should have elected officials that, 1, recognize that, 2, respect that, and 3, do everything on God's earth to make your job better and safer. They're not listening. You need to take care of business on Election Day. Until then, I'll keep listening to you, and I'll continue to take the fight legislatively on the floor of the Senate. Thank you.
Thank you.